All right, this is from Steve Turley, and he's saying that Hillary needs to go away, that they're pushing her again for 2024. Mather, uh, he said the Clintons need to go away for 2020 election. Wow, and that's from the Liberal Hill. They do need to go away, so I don't know who's really going to run against uh, Trump in 2024. It doesn't really matter if we get the elections fixed. If we don't get the elections fixed, who knows? They might have another Democrat win in 2024. I hope to God that's not the case, but it looks like it's still possible. He also warns in 2019 that Senate Democrats warned Hillary not to jump into the 2020 race. You forget about all these past history headlines. There's still serious problems in the Democratic Party. I think someone else will run in 2024 besides Hillary and win the nomination. We'll see. Now, Turley also talks about Biden's Hispanics at 28%, but when you get into labor, it's worse than that. Less than, I think it's 9% of the Hispanics said that they're better off economically than before Biden got in. 9%. 9% on the economic poll that came out. And I think it was in the teens for other groups, blacks, and so good grief. I don't know who they're going to have, but Biden has done tremendous damage for the Democratic Party. And unfortunately, the Republican Party hasn't got rid of its rhinos, so they're not much better off. And he goes on and talks about CNN, if you can believe anything from CNN. 11 possible Democrats to replace Joe Biden. I don't think Kamala Harris is on that. And others are saying Hillary's not going to run. So who knows? But I don't think Hillary's got a chance against Trump. And I don't think a lot of Democrats do either. And Kamala Harris is hated in some areas worse than Joe Biden. She's not a real candidate against Trump either. Again, Kamala Harris is not electable. Some people hate her worse than Biden. And it shows that she lacks leadership, new ideas, anything. She's just pathetic. What remains clear is that Democrats lack leadership, and so does the Republican Party. No one wants to say that. But Trump has his faults too. Great leader, great president. He has his weaknesses too. But he's done great things behind the scenes. I believe he's run the shadow government for 2 years. I believe he's currently really the real president. But we had to be shown, had to be pushed on our face how pathetic Biden is, how pathetic the Democrats are, how pathetic the rhino Republicans are, how pathetic our judicial, FBI's, the CDC, all of these organizations are. Government's way too big, way too wasteful, and pathetic to say the least. So we have serious problems. And it's going to take serious leadership and a shrinkage of government. The federal government needs to be cut back probably 10, 20, 30 times what it is, maybe 100 times. It really needs to be cut back and nipped in the bud in all these organizations. Power and money need to be taken away from them. And really, it needs to be taken away from both parties, and it needs to be given back to the people. And we need to get rid of the party structure as it is. I don't know if it's going to happen, but that's what needs to happen. I don't know if the elections are going to be straightened up by 2022 this year. I don't know. That is yet to be seen. The legal battles have been so vicious and so long that we haven't even scratched the surface on the election problems. Haven't even scratched the surface. Have not even scratched the surface. Unless some major things are done in the next 8 or 9 months, I'm afraid that we're going to have a repeat of 2020 and 2022. I hope not. I hope enough is being done electoral-wise in the states to really get a grip on true ballots, true elections, and get rid of mail ballots, most mail ballots. most mail-out records, and most digital. We need to get back to the old machines, and literally the only people that we should do ballots with is the military, and that needs to be tightly controlled. We've screwed up there also, and we need to get rid of all electronic voting, especially with any outside routers or any set internets. It all needs to go back to simple paper ballots or simple mechanical machines with no external internet voting. Is that going to happen? I seriously doubt it. We'll see what happens in November. So we have 10 months. 10 months. What's left of January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Like I said, we've got less than 10 months to get this stuff straightened out. Are we gonna? We didn't get it straightened out in 2 years. How are we gonna get it any more straightened out in 6 months? That remains to be seen what is really going to happen in November of 2022. My fear is if we don't get back some real leadership before this summer, I think it's going to be too little too late, and we're going to see another really knockdown, drag-out fight in November as to really what happens in the ballots and really what happens with Congress and Senate. And the presidency needs to be changed before the elections come. If we have to have military there watching over the stuff, then that's what needs to be done. Because our ballots and electoral process is really screwed up. And really the state should take charge. And I don't care if they use a National Guard. I don't care if they use their own police like Florida. I don't care if they use other local citizenry or a combination of all the above. Our electoral process, our election process needs to be greatly tightened. The people that are from out of state, people that are in state, the immigrants, the aliens, all this stuff needs to be seriously tightened up. We need to have either passports or IDs at every ballot, and even mail-in ballots need to have proof, greater proof, that you are what you say you are, and that hasn't happened yet either. So I have great doubt, I have no doubt that we have serious election issues still, and I don't think they're going to be handled in 2022. I hope by 2024 they are. But it's going to take 2024 to actually get a grip on this, and it's going to take some serious battles on the state level to get it done. In this Roger Martin from Billings, Montana, this is from Steve Turley. There is no hope in these parties as far as I'm concerned. Trump is somewhat of a hope, and so are the White Hats, but there are too many rhinos in the Republican Party. The Republican Party needs to get a lot tougher than they are. The Democratic Party needs to get many, many times more involved for the people. As far as I'm concerned, both parties and party platforms and party funding need to be stopped and destroyed. Individual records and individual accountability. Government needs to be shrunk at least 100 times, if not more, the federal government. The state governments need to be cut in half or more, and the local governments need to have more authority over all things. It's Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. God bless us and help us in the future battles, because they are going to continue for a long, long time until we as citizens take back our authority, shrink the federal and state governments and local governments, even to a tenth or of their current size. Way too much waste from the cities to the federal government. Way too much corruption in all levels of government, period. Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. Good day. All right, I'm going to add on your, for Patriots to get into gold and silver, you can look at this, My Patriot Network, and they've got some good articles. I don't like these two, but that's beyond the point. I think gold and silver are pretty important, but I think the Gasara Nasara with gold backing is more important. and these guys don't talk about that much. So we're going to let it go there. Hopefully the quantum financial system will come in this year. I'm not saying it will. It's been delayed for many years, so hopefully it will this year. Charlie Ward said it would probably come in the spring, April or May. We'll see if he's on or not. Good day.